Cricket now. The business end of the Women's Premier League is here with just 2 matches remaining in the first season. The UP Warriors are taking on the Mumbai Indians in a short while from now in the eliminator. But the advantage of topping the group stage is a direct entry into the final, and the Delhi Capitals have an extra couple of days rest to prepare for that big game. Joined by a stalwart of women's cricket who is a 6-time world champion. Welcome to WION, Jess Jonassen. Is the Delhi team going to watch the UP Mumbai game together, or are you shutting this game out and focusing completely on the final?
Yeah, well, we have some team training this afternoon, so I think there'll be a few of us watching a live stream of the start of the game on our bus journey back to the hotel after training. But there are a few girls in the team that don't watch a lot of cricket, that they sort of like to just focus on our own matches. But once we get back to the hotel, I know I'll be watching, so I think there'll be a few people watching on their own. There won't be sort of a team thing, but we're trying to focus sort of on what we're doing within ourselves as our own group. But obviously, yeah, you want to have one eye on who you're going to come up against on Sunday. And yeah, I don't really know which one of these two teams is going to be. Either way, hopefully we'll still be able to beat them.
Just 6 wins out of 8 in the first ever season of the league, where not everyone knew each other so well initially. So how have the Delhi Capitals evolved through this tournament?
Yeah, well, it's actually quite funny. I think from our very first meeting as a whole playing group, it sort of felt like I'd taken the field with a lot of these players, and we sort of gelled and bonded quite quickly. And yeah, it's sort of, there's been a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, a lot of smiles sort of on and off the field. And I think that's been one really good thing, that we have a lot of players that are really inclusive of others, and that sort of helps team dynamic. And then you've got somebody leading the side with the caliber of Meg Lanning. She knows how to bring groups together and knows how to keep an element of calm within a team. And yeah, it's sort of no surprise that she has so much success as a captain of our Australian team, but then equally being able to take Delhi to being, I guess, the first team that qualified for the finals. So hopefully she can be the captain of the first Delhi Capitals win in whether that's the SA20, the IPL, or the WPL.
You spoke about the fun and games. I've been going through a lot of social media stuff from the team handles. It's been a lot of fun. No, India is the land of vibrant cultures. I saw the Holi celebrations, and since you're based in Mumbai, I've also seen a lot of Bollywood influence seeping in. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, look, to be honest, I'm not the biggest dancer, I'm not the biggest singer or anything like that, but for some reason, somebody with the personality of Jemimah Rodrigues, she just brings out the fun and the energy, and yeah, sort of has got me involved a few different times. There's been a few things I've done that I wouldn't normally do, but it's all in good fun. And yeah, it's one of those things that all of us are trying to embrace the Indian culture. And like you said, it's quite vibrant, and there's a lot of energy, a lot of entertainment. And I mean, it's quite hard not to dance a little bit with the music that's being played at every sort of game and at every venue. So yeah, we've really enjoyed everything, and yeah, I've really enjoyed embracing everything that India has to offer.
Just seeing those videos play out as we had this conversation, and just seeing all of that, I got a feeling that Jemimah Rodrigues was the one leading the fun and games. I wasn't aware till you just mentioned it. Did she also engineer Meg Lanning's Shah Rukh Khan pose that has broken the internet?
Yeah, well, it's sort of when the social media team asks you to do something, you sort of jump on board, and there's been a lot of things that are sort of been put out there, and I think in Meg's defense, she probably had no idea what sort of pose she was doing or what she was being asked to do, and wouldn't have been until after the fact that she realized how popular or well known the pose that she was doing actually was. So I know, yeah, she was a little bit not necessarily embarrassed, but that's something that she doesn't normally do a lot of either. We're sort of quite serious characters, sort of, I guess, with the Australian media and the Australian sort of way of promoting games has been significantly different to what we've been used to over here. So it's nice to get a few different ideas in the bank, and nice to have a few different people sort of showing their personalities.
So the mood, obviously, Jess, is helped by the fact that it's been a very impressive campaign with just the 2 defeats, and importantly, just going through all the scorecards and just remembering all the matches, no standout player. People have delivered timely contributions across the group stage.
Yeah, definitely. And that's probably one of the things with tournament play, particularly, that and something that we identified quite early on as a group, that it's not only going to be the 11 on any given night that we play, but it's going to be an entire squad effort. And it even comes back to the girls that have unfortunately missed out on games, that they've still been able to contribute positively to the group and to the team environment. And ultimately, that's what wins you big tournaments or big matches, particularly, is a completely united team. And yeah, I mean, we've got some really talented players that have missed out throughout the campaign, but equally, yeah, we've got some incredibly world-class players. I mean, you've got someone like Marizanne Kapp, who's doing it with both bat and ball. Alice Capsey's built nicely throughout the tournament, and it's quite scary as well that we probably haven't seen the best of Jemmy Rodrigues during this tournament, and we've still been able to be successful as a team. So I mean, I'm really confident that she's going to come out with a really big match in that final, and yeah, hopefully it results in a Delhi Capitals victory.
I mentioned the small break, in the introduction. So how important is it to get into the final on the back of 2 straight wins, and that too against the teams that have made it through to the playoffs?
Yeah, look, it was really big, and I think T20 particularly, as well as tournament play, momentum plays a massive part. And yeah, we were obviously disappointed with our 2 losses throughout the tournament, where we didn't really give ourselves the best chance to win the game. We didn't really bat well in both of those games, and the batting lineup that we have, I'm confident can win from any position and score any total. So, yeah, we were disappointed with that. So, obviously, the way we bounced back after both of those losses throughout the tournament was really pleasing. We bounced back with some pretty emphatic victories, and obviously that one over Mumbai late in the tournament really sort of gave us that opportunity again to clinch this top spot and go straight through. And when you've got such a big advantage like that you can go straight through to a final, yeah, it's sort of, there's a lot to play for that. And yeah, just really pleased with the way that the girls bounced back from those couple of losses throughout to finish the group stages the way that we did.
And obviously finishing on a high helps, because it's been hectic. You've been on the road since February, and the rest probably is coming up when you get back home. For you personally, what has been the highlight of this first WPL?
I think for me, it's been the local talent that's on show. We always knew that there was some talented cricketers here in India, but yeah, I think it's just the sheer amount of talent across the board, and there is depth here in India. And yeah, I mean, it's just been really pleasing to see that. And I mean, we've been fortunate. We've got some incredible local talent in our side, but to be able to watch, I mean, I watch a lot of cricket. I watched every game on TV. So to be able to see some of the up and coming local talent has been really pleasing, and hopefully over the next few years that we'll be able to see a lot of those players on the international stage as well, and that this will be a real good platform for a lot of young girls to take up cricket and to stay involved in cricket. And I mean, if there's if cricket is strong in India, then it will be strong globally as well. So yeah, it's been really pleasing to be a part of this first edition, and it's going to be really exciting to see where it goes over the next 3, 4, 5 years.
Jess, you've won everything out there in women's cricket. There's the Commonwealth Gold, the ODI World Cup, 5 World T20 titles. Meg Lanning has been an inspirational leader in the sport. There is a wealth of experience to tap into. You mentioned the upcoming Indian players. So how have your teammates, especially the Indian players, tapped into that wealth of experience?
Well, we've just been having normal conversations. I think Meg was joking the other day that some of the girls are finally talking to her now. They were a little bit scared of her initially, but I think, yeah, when we've just been able to learn off each other, it hasn't only been a one-way street. It hasn't only been them asking us questions. It's been us asking equally as well. That there's obviously so much that we can learn off each other, and how each other goes about the game, or what your thought processes are, and in different situations, how we sort of act, or different ways of managing emotions, things like that, it's sort of being able to have those normal conversations, whether that's sitting on the sideline or out in the middle or something like that. It's sort of those sort of things have been really, I guess, invaluable for everybody involved.
Okay, on that note, Jess Jonassen, thank you for your time and this freewheeling chat. Hopefully, someone has made a playlist of Indian songs, including the recent Oscar winner, Natu Natu from India, that you and your Australian teammates can dance to back in the Australian or the Brisbane Heat dressing room. Hope to catch up with you soon, and all the best for the final.